Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Best and Slow and we are back playing Minecraft Creative Dinosaurs, and I've been exceptionally busy since the last episode. First of all, let's go check on Dean, who has grown larger and has seemed to get rid of the baby fluff, which I assume that's what that was. Hello Dean, he's looking really cool. He is, however, as far as I can tell, trying to climb the glass and not doing an exceptional job of it, it must be said. I think we're going to go say hi. See if we can get him away from there, maybe. This is a replacement, Dean. Hi, Dean. Let's get out the old Dinopedia. Basically, because I uninstalled Fossils and Archeology and Jurassicraft, as I mentioned in the last episode. Cool. What about this information? This is all, like, really fancy. Oh my god. Cool. That'll do for now. I'm going to find a way to fix Dean going slightly crazy. Dean is female, so I guess it's Deanna this time instead of Dean, I'm afraid. We'll get her a boyfriend at some point, it's fine. Or a girlfriend, who knows, whatever she wants. Anyways, I have finished the lab. I did actually record this, but I wasn't really thrilled with the video. The lab took a very long time, despite not actually achieving much, if you know what I mean. But it's done. This is my favourite part. It's like, look at it, it's like the egg station from Jurassic Park 1. Now, I wanted a claw, but I couldn't, so it kind of looks like a vacuum cleaner instead, but it's fine. We've got like a little monitor, a little PC station thing here, some notes, and then loads of eggs, and a little beepy thing, because science, and this connects up to the wall, and there's some cameras, and some science stuff there. A little table here with lots more notes, some microscopes, and stuff like that, and a big monitor over here, and this tube thing, because it looks like a tube, and I thought that was cool. Now, I also had the idea, as we said, the bottom, there is water dripping, and you'll see why in a minute. The bottom segment is kind of like the showcasey scientist, doing all the fancy stuff, you know, leaning over microscopes all day, or messing around with the eggs. Stuff that, whilst vital scientific endeavours, is more for show for the inevitable tourists who are wandering around via the red clay stuff over there. Upstairs, there's a crack team of 4 scientists, 2 men and 2 women, and these 4, this is like the story I've got in my head, these 4 basically all work universally together in this building. They don't go work downstairs, nobody else from downstairs comes and works up here. This is just for those 4. Now this bit here is a little bit blank, but we've got some sciencey stuff, I don't know. This is their desk area, they all work together. There's 4 chairs there because there's 4 of them, and in here, although it has died already, was a Nautilus. I'm going to put a spawner in there, I think. But I like the idea of, you know, these are the ones responsible for the breakthrough in genetic engineering, right? So as a present to themselves, they made themselves like a little aquarium, put a Nautilus in there, got a little step ladder here so they can lean it against the glass, get in and feed the little guy, all that kind of jazz. If we go around the corner, they've got like a little kitchen. They've got a statue of Anzu because they found it during their expeditions and such, and they thought, you know what, we've got a little bit of room in our fancy living room, let's put a statue in there. And then they've got a big ass TV, a little table, and 4 chairs, each one a different colour for a different person. I don't know, I like the idea of these 4 basically living up here together, working on science all day long, so they needed like a break area and stuff like that. Don't really know why, I just like the idea. That water is dripping through the ceiling though. Not really sure why. Anyways, let's go work on the other side. So, I'm going to have to do something about that. Not sure what. The idea for this side then, and I have made this identical to the other side, as you can see, in terms of shape, and everything is identical. It took bloody ages, but it is matching on both sides. So the idea for this side is basically to do a theatre, and I've had a little bit of a plan, inspired by my love of Tower of Terror, Universal Studios. Universal Studios? No, MGM. Inspired by Tower of Terror, MGM Studios, Disney, or Disney Paris, I guess. Just normal Disney Paris. I've had a bit of a plan. So we're going to work on something, and it is still going to be just a theatre, but it's more... It's got a little bit of pizzazz to it, you know? That's what I want. A little bit of pizzazz. So we're going to do something here. We're going to grab this tool, my axe. We're going to go as far as we can, which would be here, I think. Don't want to do this wrong. That would be terrible. Right there. And then we go over here. And the furthest we can easily do this is there. So we right-click there. And then what we do, and I only learned this because of you lovely people, but that should work. Look at that! How cool is that? This changes it all to grass. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, no problemo. So the idea is this is going to be grass as well. And it's not a dinosaur exhibit. Although it must be said, this is probably the final episode we'll have to spend on this visitor centre. Maybe there's a bit of detailing we can do. I'll do that on my own before the next episode. But it's really come together. We've got the lab, we're going to have the theatre by the end of today. And maybe we could add some exciting stuff upstairs and stuff like that. But by and large, this place is pretty much finished. Which means we can head outside, start building the road, get the Jeep out of the water maybe, and start building the actual park adventure, you know? It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I cannot even begin to fathom how long this would have taken without creative mode. It's already taken probably about, including work that I've done on my own time, probably about 10 hours. No, probably about 8 hours, I guess. So the idea of doing it without creative mode is disgusting. So, right, I'm going to explain the idea. Am I going to explain my idea, or am I going to let the idea kind of just naturally occur? I don't know. Okay, so the problem is the glass. The glass actually ruins the atmosphere of what I want to build here. We do have a slight problem, now that I think about it. Basically, I don't want the wall to be quartz. I want the wall to be this. I want the whole thing to be this. But if I hit through this, is this not outside at any point? Yeah, it is. So what we're going to have to do, I guess, is build inwards like that. Which isn't going to be super exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and skip forward, folks. Okay, so the idea behind the exhibit is kind of, it's kind of, for those who've been on Tower of Terror, basically it's like you're in an old-fashioned elevator ride, right? You go up and down and up and down. That's not really important, but the point is it's very, Twilight Zone. Oh, Twilight Zone 1's a good example as well. On the Twilight Zone ride, before you get on and the ride's all Twilight Zone-y, but the bit before the Twilight Zone ride is very themed. You know, you walk through this little area and it's all themed around the Twilight Zone. It's all spooky and weird, and you walk along for a little bit, and that's how they queue you. Instead of just queuing outside or whatever, you queue in an area themed around that. So, I was thinking we'd do the same kind of thing for this. And we're going to give it a go. I don't like that. I'm looking for something that'll blend in with the grass, but it's distinctive enough that you can notice that it's not the same grass, basically. I don't know if the charred stuff's going to be too... Yeah. You know what I mean? It has to be a path. Actually, just dirt itself might be good here. Yeah. So the idea is you're kind of going to wrap around the room a little bit. There's going to be trees at the side and maybe the little dinosaur statues and stuff like that. Maybe we'll even have like a compy running about somewhere. Something like that. I don't know. I just wanted to make it like a dramatic themed kind of experience, you know? So that's what we're going to do. Paint torches work really well here. I want it to feel like an old ruins overcome by nature and now inhabited by dinosaurs. Dinosaurs! Because really, that's what we're here for, let's be honest. This has to curve. Because you have to fit as many people in as possible, otherwise how are you going to make your money? I know this is a little fairgroundy, maybe, or theme parky for a visitor centre. I don't know, I just like the idea. I didn't really see where else it would go. And it just, it breaks it up a little bit, you know? It gives it a bit of... I don't love it, I'm not going to lie. Have you stopped jumping? No, you've gone crazy. Do I regret this entire decision? A little bit. Too late, committed. Let's do it, let's build it, let's make it cool. Like, we were going to build this thing anyway, right? I'm just doing it in a slightly different style than anticipated. It's going to be cool, it's going to be cool. Keep telling myself it's going to be cool, and I do not regret my decision intently. I do not regret my decision. I do not regret my decision. I do not regret my decision. Okay. I actually want an elevator, I think. Well, no, that doesn't make sense, does it? For this kind of environment, you wouldn't have an elevator. You'd have like an old stone staircase. So this is the end of the queue right there. So I have this wall specifically for this purpose. This is like the queue boundary kind of thing. So people have to stay within the confines of the queue or be eaten by dinosaurs. Basically. Well, that's what I'm going to tell them anyway. I just think it's a kind of cool thing to have in a visitor center. It's not just a visitor center. It's just like a... I don't know. It's just trying to theme the introduction video. You know, you go in, you're going to learn all about Jurassic Park, right? You're going to sit there, you're going to learn stuff, and you're going to have a good time learning about Jurassic Park. It's amazing what they let you put so close to the door. Like, I know it clips, but I think it's worth it for the total aesthetic kind of justifications. It looks cool, is what I'm trying to say, so it's worth it, basically, right? Okay. I like this idea, I really do. One of the reasons I wanted to use something other than dirt is because dirt does become grass, as you can see. It's not a big deal because we have the fence. Look at that, it's just such a different feeling to it, you know? I'm gonna maybe edit the floor a little bit, put some grass around there, put some stoner in there as well, just to... So it's a little less bam, you know, quartz to stone, just bam. Because it's very different than the building around it, isn't it? It's exceptionally different to the building around it. Maybe this could be a glass wall, but I want it to be dark and spooky in here. Yeah. Sorry. It's becoming a terrible habit. Let's screw it, I don't care. Okay. Right, we need some bone meal. Bone meal. And we need some trees. Tree. I don't know why I thought that'd work. They're here, right, saplings. Not dark oak. Many people have told me how to get dark oak working, and that's great, but I don't care anymore. I'm done with dark oak. I've moved on with my life, okay? You have to as well. Is this gonna work? It's not the biggest building in the world. It's not that much space to play with, you know? I just want a tree. Jungle. Oak. If I just try some different ones, one of them will be good. Can't argue with science. Be good. There's a lot of creepy things in my room. I'm gonna have to add more torches. I know I can disable them, but I don't want to. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay. Not full of confidence about this as an idea anymore. I mean, it's fine if we don't have trees. I can always build trees anyway using wood and just some leaves. That's fine. Okay, for now, let's just bone meal it up. Bone meal it up! Don't go into the tall grass. I just want it to feel like overgrown, you know? Like you're wandering through another time. At the moment, it kind of looks like a pretty garden. Whatever, it's gonna be fine. I'm thinking I might drop the spooky theme a little bit and I might actually replace that wall. I think if we replace that wall on the right with glass, with the quartz glass, so it kind of blends in with the other side, I think it's gonna look a little less obtrusive in terms of how it looks in the overall park. Welcome center, whatever. At the moment, it's just pretty, really. Get out the way! Right, I'm gonna try that quickly. I'm gonna see what it looks like. So, what I'd be doing is replacing this stuff with this. Now, it's gonna maybe ruin any spooky vibe, but if we're dropping the spooky vibe, then this is okay. I just want to get like a wall segment done, and then we can hop inside and see what it looks like. Because it's going to look okay from the outside. That's like pretty much a given, right? But it's about how it looks while inside. I mean, I think a wall of that, and I might just make it quartz again, to be honest. It's going to look okay, but how's it look in here? I think it's fine. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's work on the actual feature. I can do that. That's not important right now, though. So we need some stairs. I need mossy stairs. Can you get mossy stairs? I think you can. Let's just search moss, shouldn't I? Mossy stairs. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can't. Pretty sure I'm bang out of luck. Right, okay. So let's go back to stairs. I need, like, stone, I guess. Anything close to... No, screw it, that'll do. Shut up, creepy thing outside. I don't know what you are, but you're creepy. This could even be like a little queue area. Like, just built up a little bit more. You walk up, go around, carry on queuing. Because who doesn't love to queue? I'm British, right? We are born to queue. Plus, I don't want you to pop up like on a very far side of the wall, because I think that'll look dumb. And then go up again. Maybe one back. I'm just thinking about what it looked like in Jurassic Park, and it was kind of stacked, wasn't it? I'm leaving a space on one side so we can put in like the stairs to actually get up to these higher tiers of seats. I have no idea what this is going to look like. Trash, probably. It's alright. It kind of looks like a theatre. I think I need to get some quartz in there somehow. I'm not sure how I do that anymore. Okay, we can put more proper lanterns back in now. Where are my beloved lanterns? That one. Okay. Let's put those there. And over here. Let's get this room lit up a little bit. It shouldn't be too bright though, should it? Because at the end of the day, it's a theatre, right? You don't want theatre because it's super bright. Yeah, cool. Don't want it to be super bright, he says, putting in many, many lanterns. I love lanterns, so. I'll do. Just want stuff to stop bloody spawning more than anything else. Look at it. Oh. I need a sword again. Give me a diamond sword, I don't care. Come here! Don't you run away from me, you cheeky little beggar! Come here! Okay, I can hear a werewolf, but other than that, we're okay. Right. Which one's the middle? Is there a middle? No, it's both. Okay, right, carpet. Needs carpet. Bit of red, bit of white. It's a shame that you can't put stuff on carpet. It's actually a major problem for me. But it basically means there's no real way to get it so that you can rest all the chairs on top of this carpet. Which is dumb, I think. I think they need to get to work on that. Lickety split. What I'd love to do is have like a lighting system so that I can turn the lights off. And you can definitely do that with redstone. But like, so you can kind of pretend that the movie's starting, you know? And you can turn the lights down. That has helped. I think that makes it look better. It looks okay. It's just... I don't know. I'm kind of burnt out on this building. Spent a lot of time on it. And it's done, pretty much. I'm going to replace this wall with glass. Replace that wall with glass. What the hell? Is that a zombie duck? That's a zombie duck! Hello? That noise! That noise is so upsetting! It's pretty much done, folks. That's gonna look better. It will. I don't really know what else to say. It's pretty much done. I'm not thrilled with how it ended, but overall, it's been a very successful building. I think we can all agree. I think it's really cool. There it is. I think I'm going to make it quartz. I think it's going to look better as quartz. I'm going to do some finishing touches before next episode, but basically, next episode, we might put a compy in there, so if I do, I'll let you guys be there for that. We're going to start work on the road. On this bit here, meow, and that's going to head off down here. We're going to get the car out of the lake and build a little road, maybe build the garage where we're going to put the other jeeps and head off down here, and around here somewhere we're going to do our first exhibit. And then that'll wrap around and then it'll just go off into the distance, I guess, a snow region over there. I don't know. So there we go. Okay, thank you for joining me for the past, 5 episodes it's taken us to get this far, but I think it's been worth it. I think it's really cool. I'm going to go finish off a couple of bits here and there now, and I shall see you lovely folks in the next episode. Cheers, much love, as always. Oh no, we're not done. We need to add a helipad. We'll add a helipad next episode, and then we'll do the road as well. We'll do all that next episode. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.